Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex Forecast. First pair which I have is Aussie Yen. What we can find on this pair is price is making right now short 1 to 3 on the weekly time frame. We'll see. Here is our short weekly 1 to 3. It looks like price is breaking or it's trying to break this trend line. We also see that price bounce on the 36 EMA. If we look for possible trend line, we'll see that the price also almost spiked on the weekly trend line. We had some resistance area around this zone. So this, if we zoom out a little bit, we will see that resistance nice level is a little bit higher. But still, we can find some resistance level also here. We remember that this is always zone. Yes, this is not like one line, but this is always area of the resistance. So basically, price already spiked around this area here, and it looks like we might have continuation for short scenarios. If yes, our target will be on the previous lows. Yeah? So we go to daily time frame, and what we can see here, if we a little bit adjust our 2 to 3 line for the daily chart, we will see that price right now is sliding on the daily time frame, on the daily trend line. It looks still like we will have daily long 1 to 3. So in this case, what we can do, if price bounce here, if won't break this trend line, we can look for possible long entries and target resistance area with the previous highs or even this trend line. So we see that our goal might be like 200 pips. Or in case of the breakout, we know that this is the weekly short 1 to 3, that price already retested weekly area of the resistance. We can look for short scenarios to try to target this support level. In between, we'll have another level of support, this daily. So of course, before price reach that, we might have some reactions around this zone. So we need to pay attention when price reach this area here. If we look for the 4-hour chart, yes, we see that price is right now struggling. It's like small wedge here. Yes, if we just pay attention to this 4-hour chart. So what we need to see is breakout. Yes, so ideally we would like to get 1-hour chart 1 to 3 here, and then we can look for long entries. Or we would like to see that price is breaking this trend line, and when it's making the setup, we would like to look for short scenarios with our targets. Yeah, so this is what we have on the Aussie Yen. Good looking pair because we are on the good level. So we have to wait for breakouts. Euro Yen. This is another pair which reached resistance area on the weekly chart with the 36 EMA. If we look, we have a resistance zone here. We also have weekly short 1 to 3. The difference is that price didn't break our 2 to 3 line yet. Yes, we have only this short 1 to 3 on the weekly. If we look for the trend lines on the weekly chart, we see that this line is far away from current price action, so we don't need this. But if we look for closer to our price action, this will be the line. So we see that price retested this. Right now it's trying to go down, but we still have some room to target this trend line. We'll see this on the daily chart, but basically weekly for now is pointing for short opportunities. If we look for the support level, this might be our next support goal. Yes, so we go to daily chart, and what we will see if we adjust our trend line. Yes, if we adjust our line, we'll have this, and price started to range here, went down, went up, and again is going down. So basically we don't have clean direction anymore here. Ideally, what we would like to achieve on this pair is to see this pair around this trend line and then decide to look for short entries after breakouts, or possible long bounce entries again to target this trend line plus resistance level. Yes, how we can do it? We have to, of course, wait. Yes, we have to wait. We need to have some patience. we have this trend line. So what we would like to see is that price is reaching this. Maybe we'll start to range, and after breakout of this trend line, yes, if we would like to trade conservatively, after breakout of this trend line, we can look for a long bounce, long entries, and try to target this area. Of course, we can also take aggressive entries. So after, when you see that price is going to this trend line, is not breaking this trend line, but is struggling with this area, we can already look for the lower time frame entries, long bounce entries, but then we need to achieve profits before this trend line. Yes, because like I said, we still might have situation that price will move in this range. So if we decide to look for the lower time frame entries here as a buy option, then our target will be this trend line. Intraday traders can also start to think to trade here. I personally don't like to trade in those areas, but if you like, you have the 4-hour chart 1 to 3, steep 4-hour chart 1 to 3. So if you like, you can just say, okay, I go to lower time frames like 15-minute chart, and what you need to see is, of course, 15-minute 1 to 3 here, or you can go to 5-minute. Yes, 5-minute. We see that price is right now struggling, is in the range. We need to get the setup, and you can look for short entries to target this daily trend line. Yes, so our goal will be, oops, I remove it. So let's draw it again. Yeah, here you have. So when you combine the lower time frame entries here, then your target will be this trend line. So it's like 60 pips. But for intraday traders, scalpers, I think this is more than enough. If it's too aggressive, yes, for you, simple solution. You just wait for breakout of this trend line here. Then you look for the setups, and then you can even try to grab them on the 4-hour chart if you like, because our target should be really good. Yes, so basically, aggressively, we can start to look for some entries here, some scenarios here. If you would like to trade in more conservative way, this is what you would like to do. Yes, wait for the breakout of these two areas and then look for possible setups. GBPAUD, what we have here, resistance level. Yes, if I unzoom, we will see that it's coming from the really from the 2015 this area, so it's really strong resistance zone. It's still pushing up on the weekly chart. Trend line which we have on the weekly is here, but it's far away. We have this one, or we can just say, okay, we have also this one. So it's far away. Of course, we might have bigger retracement back to the weekly 36 or this trend line, but right now we still have white candles on the weekly chart. Daily time frame, we have this trend line here. We have double top on the weekly chart, and on Friday I jump in the short entries. I also posted on our advanced Facebook group. Yes, I took short entries here. It's right now win-win scenario. This was aggressive approach to target daily 36 or trend line. Yes, the target was good enough because it could be even like 400 to 300 pips. Double top, bigger retracement, perfect. Yes, but right now it looks like price is not trying to go down again, and this is maybe about this support level. Yes, and I took the trades here on the 15-minute chart, and I managed position here because I knew that, okay, we have this support level where price might to stop. Right now is reacting, so we will see. If I'm stopped out because I'm still in, my stop loss is somewhere around this area, so it's close to the current price action. If I'm stopped out, this is with small profits, but still with the profits winning trade. And then what I do, I will try to look again for sell options here around the resistance level. Yes, so you can also do exactly the same, which I recommend if you like, because we have double top, we have enough room for the retracement. We look for price to reach this area, and then we look for sell entries. Our main goal is, of course, daily 36 and this trend line, but we see that we have this support level. So we also first we have to achieve the profits or break-even scenario around this support level. Yes. Another option, if we would like to trade, because it looks like we have some volatility, price bounce on the support level, so intraday traders, scalpers, because we still have up move after retracement. After some retracements, you can look for possible long scenarios and try to target those previous spikes, those previous touches. Yes. So right now, what you have to do is to go to 15-minute chart and wait for the retracement on the 15-minute time frame. And if we get this, yes, we can look for long entries and target that. This still might be good target. Yes, but we need to see for the retracement, it will be like a bounce trade, not like a classic approach. So we need to decide if we like or not. I personally, if I'm kicked out here, I would wait again here to look for sells. If I'm not kicked out, then you know my targets. But what else you can get? Yes, if you see that price is not, it's not going up anymore, but it's reversing and it's not making retracement, but it starts to break this support level. Definitely, you can look for short entries to target this daily 36 plus this daily trend line. Yes, definitely it will be good option. Yes, as long as price stays in this area. Yes, in this area you can look for long bounce entries on the support, short bounce entries on the resistance. Of course, if price breaks this resistance, we can also look for buy entries. Yes, so basically we have like 4 scenarios here. Yes, we can look for breakouts, or we can trade in this area here. So here short, here long and entries. Yes, so it really depends what you like to do. GBPUSD, what we have on the weekly chart, small candles. It looks like a range right now. Yes, so what we have some resistance area here. Yes, we see this next resistance zone is a little bit higher here. Support level on the weekly chart, it looks like we have some area around this zone. So we go to daily. Do we have any trend lines? Our trend line was broken. Yes, so we don't have right now nothing special. We go to daily chart, and what we have range. Yes, so price is in the range. Well, let me show you this range. Yes, we have this support on the weekly chart. Do we have something on the daily also here? Yes, and a little bit lower we can find this level. Yeah, we have trend line which only have two touches, 2 spikes, so we have this line. Okay, so what we can do, we can wait patiently for breakouts, and of course if we look for this, we know what to do. Here we look for longs, here we look for short entries. We know our targets. Yes, this is one option. Second option is to trade in this range. This range is quite big. It's like 200 pips because this is daily range. So what we can do, ideally we would like to see that price is close, or even it's hitting this support level, and we try to look for long buy entries here and try to target resistance. Same story, if price reach this resistance, we would like to look for short bounce entries and target this support level. We might also have opportunity for intraday traders today, because we see after this move price is retracing so it's making short 1 to 3. Of course, we are in the middle of the range. I'm not a great fan to trade in the middle of the range, but still, if you like, if you are a little bit more aggressive after 2 to 3 line breakout, you can trade, because your target will be like 80 pips, so it's more than enough for intraday. You can look for short entries here. I personally, when I trade in the range, I prefer to see the price on the support or resistance zone. Yes, so again, how we can do it, we have to wait for this line breakout, then we can, for example, go to 15-minute chart option, and then of course we can look for short scenarios here. Yes, 15-minute, 5-minute, it really depends on your trading strategy. Yes, don't go in any longs here because yes, we are on the too close to the 36 on the 4-hour chart. So 4-hour chart is pointing down right now, so there is no point to look for longs. It's better to look for short entries, and then longs start to look around this support level. New Zealand Swiss franc, what we have is a retracement. Yes, slowly is retracing. What else we have? We have a little bit of the resistance here. We have 36 EMA close. Yes, what we would like to see here, retracement back maybe to the 36 or resistance level, then made a short weekly 1 to 3 and continuation. Yes, to target the previous lows, which is also our support level. Do we have any trend line? This is the trend line which we might have. So we still have some pips to go long. Yes, around maybe 100 pips. Or price, of course, taking after maybe price will break this area, so then we might have maybe trend change or something. Yes, but right now weekly is pointing still down. Yes, and this short-term trend here is like only a retracement of the weekly. Yes, so if you pay attention to this, previously we had this small range on the daily chart. Yes, we see this price was in the range. Right now we have a breakout of this area. So what we can do, we know that our target is here. It's like 80 pips, maybe 100 pips. We go to lower time frames scenarios. Yes, and what we would like to see is the retracement back to this area and entries on the 4-hour chart, or wait for the 4-hour chart 1 to 3, and then combinations with lower time frame entries here and target this resistance level. Yes, so this is what we might have. If you like, you can also focus on the 1-hour chart, but I prefer to get the 4-hour chart retracement. But if you see this and if you get the breakout, you can also take this entry, stop loss below this, or if you want to protect yourself, yes, you just use the 1-hour chart entry and put stop loss below the 4-hour chart trend line. Yes, I prefer to get the 4-hour time frame scenario because we had some move. I like to see bigger retracement, so this is what we might get. Low risk in this case, because if you pay attention, previously we had also false breakouts here, so price might spike only and will go down again to this area of range. So low risk with this trade, but we might have this possibility in this week. Yes, in this week longs and short entries. If of course price breaks the trend line, you can start to look for the short entries and try to target the support level. But in the past, you see how price was moving, so we really need to be sure that we have volatility, that we have the nice setup, and we can look for short scenarios then to target this support level. It's still short scenarios will be still with main direction and with the main trend. Yes, New Zealand yen is in the range on the lower time frames, what we see here on the weekly chart. Yes, some resistance zone around this area. Of course, we had a lot of false breakouts here. We see this next resistance is a little bit higher here. Yes, so we had some false breakouts. We have the 36 EMA, so we still might get like 70, maybe 120 pips to retest this. And again, what we might get, yes, it might be like, yes, short 1 to 3 and then continuation of this down move. Yes, who knows, we will see. Daily chart in the range. Yes, so what you would like to see is of course breakout. Yes, we don't want to trade in this range. It's too ugly and too small. It's like 80 pips. Yes, what we would like to get is this. As long as price is here, it's better to don't trade. You see how price is moving, it's up, down. We don't have clean moves. Yes, sometimes we have range where we see that price is moving smoothly between two zones. Here, no. Here we have sharp move, retracement, move, retracements. Yes, ranges in the range. So, and it's only 80 pips, more or less. We don't want to trade here. Yes. What we do is we wait for breakouts, and then we look for possible setups. Yes, possible setups on the lower time frames as we want. Yes, we will see, but definitely breakouts, you have levels where we would like to target, and we just wait. USD yen, last pair. If we take closer look, we will see that this pair is in the big range. Yes, but still in this range, of course this is weekly chart, so this range has like 1000 pips. Yes, what we have trend line here where price is almost touching. We have short weekly 1 to 3. Yes, and we are on the resistance area. So basically, if price holds this zone and start to break this trend line, we might expect continuation, maybe to those previous lows. Yes, so maybe to this level. But if we go to daily chart, we have to adjust a little bit our trend line to the daily time frame. We have this. Yes, and what we see, long daily 1 to 3. Yes, so this option here will be aggressive scenario because we know where we are on the weekly chart. Yes, but we still, if we check, we still to the previous lows, we have 85 pips. To this trend line we have 120 pips. So it means that we still have room, of course, short entries after breakout, so we still might get maybe this option and then price will break it, or maybe double top here and then breakout, or even lower high and then breakout. Yes, so we still might have situations like this, or price will continue to go up. Yes, we'll break this and continue to go up. It's also possible because price already retested this area, so we might have moved to this resistance if this is like this big range. Yes, so we might get those opportunities, but right now we have daily long 1 to 3. So what we can do, we can start to look for the lower time frame and entries here. Yes, so not for our chart because it's too late and we are already on the resistance area, but for some intraday traders, maybe scalpers. Yes, wait for the long 1 to 3 here and try to look for possible long scenarios here on the 1 hour chart or 1 hour chart with lower time frame combinations. If price will go down again, it will be over, then maybe we'll have to adjust a little bit our trend line, and then again after breakouts you look for longs. Of course, if price breaks our trend line here plus those previous lows here, yes, definitely we would like to look for short scenarios and of course trade with this weekly short 1 to 3. Okay guys, so that's all from my side. I wish you all wonderful week and wish you all great trades and a lot of pips. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to contact us. We are here to help. So thanks a lot for watching this video and talk to you soon. Bye.